I'm double checking.
Eating the apple.
Say, action.
Action.
What is WIC? Well, WIC is a lot of things. WIC is a nutrition and breastfeeding education program that gives families the information they need to make healthy food and lifestyle choices. The goal of the program is to reduce nutrition-related health problems and achieve positive changes in participant knowledge, attitude, and behavior to encourage healthy living. Selected foods are provided to supplement diets lacking in nutrients for pregnant and postpartum women, infants, and children under 5. In addition, WIC refers and links participants with physicians, other healthcare programs, alcohol and drug abuse treatment, well baby care, family health, family planning, and social services programs.
Program really helps, especially when they're this small.
She wasn't getting the nutrition. Now I'm glad her nutrition has gone up. And it's gotten better, because I know we were having a problem with that, but that helped her out.
WIC is a real beneficial program for families who are not able to afford the foods that they need for their children to grow strong and healthy, or the moms as they're going through pregnancy.
WIC authorized grocery stores in your area are committed to giving you and your family access to the healthy, nutritious foods you need to grow strong. So learn how the WIC program works. It will help make your transactions go smoothly, and get to know the employees at your WIC grocery store. They are there to help.
I enjoy helping people to make healthier food choices, just to make their lives a little easier, healthier, and happier.
WIC checks allow you to purchase WIC-approved foods from authorized WIC grocery stores at no cost to you. You must pick up your WIC checks in person from your local WIC clinic. It is important to be on time so WIC staff have the time to spend with you. Please call to reschedule if you cannot attend your appointment. Your WIC checks are your responsibility. Keep your checks in a safe place and treat them like cash. They will not be replaced if lost or stolen. WIC checks are good for 30 days, so be sure to check the dates. You can use your WIC checks at any authorized WIC store on or between the first date to use and the last date to use.
Like if you go in, they call you out and ask you what you want to change on your checks. If you don't like anything, you can talk to them and they can change it.
And right after that, a lady will call her to the back office
to
make sure that she's healthy, she's weighing in and everything's going okay. And then she asked her if there's anything she can help with.
It helps out a lot financially, and then also going to the nutrition classes and even just going to your WIC appointment itself. I think I go about every couple of months to do the different teachings and stuff.
As a WIC participant, you will receive 2 different kinds of checks for each eligible family member. A regular check for WIC-approved foods and a check specifically for fruits and vegetables. Your regular WIC check lists the foods that you are authorized to buy in the sizes or amounts you qualify to receive.
Actually, we take them home, keep them in the dresser until we're ready to go shopping. Yeah. The good thing about the checks is they do help out a lot with the milk. When we get our checks, usually 3 of them has milk on it.
It helps the parents think about healthy eating for their children.
A fruits and vegetables check is a little bit different from a regular check. It gives a specific dollar amount that you can use to buy any combination of approved fruits and vegetables up to the amount printed on the check. If you are a new mother and are not fully breastfeeding, you may also receive a check for infant formula prescribed specifically for your baby. Your WIC-approved food guide explains in detail the allowable choices you have when buying items. Use it when you're making your grocery list, and always take it with you for easier, faster shopping.
I always take it with me. Sometimes there's been a time or two where I've forgotten it, and the time I forgot it, the cashier had to send somebody back to switch something out.
Overall, this book is pretty good at helping you out. Of course, the pictures do help a lot.
Keep your WIC checks and approved food guide in your ID pouch and store them in a safe place. Remember, you must have your WIC ID pouch with you at checkout time. The cashier needs the pouch to verify your signature and cannot complete your transaction without it. Before you go to the store, prepare a budget and a grocery list. Don't forget your coupons. They are allowed on any WIC purchase. A calculator will come in handy. And remember the 3 things you must have with you every time you shop: your WIC checks, your WIC approved food guide, and your WIC ID pouch. Now let's run through the things you need to do to have a smooth WIC transaction. First, introduce yourself to the cashier as a WIC customer when you enter the checkout lane. Separate the foods you are buying. Group the items listed on each check together. That way, when the cashier rings up the items, they match the items listed on your check. Please pay close attention and make sure to give the cashier the correct check for the items being scanned. Give the cashier your WIC check so they can check the issue and expiration dates. Remember to hand the cashier your coupons. Before scanning, the cashier will match each item to the allowable foods listed on your check. The store will be paid only for the items listed on the check, so no substitutions are allowed. When the cashier has checked and scanned the last item, they will hand the check back to you. You will fill in the total purchase amount, date, and sign the check. You must sign at the time of purchase, not before. The cashier will ask you for your ID pouch to verify your signature. Know that you can appoint an alternate shopper who can shop on your behalf and use and sign your checks. It could be your husband or boyfriend, mother, grandmother, or other trusted person. You'll just add their signature to the ID pouch so the store can verify their identity. Remember, adding an alternate must be done in your local WIC clinic. If everything checks out, your transaction is complete. You'll follow the same procedure for each WIC check, and you'll have a separate transaction for any non-WIC items you buy.
I didn't want to go to the store. I sent him to the store, and he took a while because he had to take the milk back and get the milk approved WIC, and then he had to get the different brands. I separate everything out and usually set the checks beside the food, make it easy for the cashier to go through, because I know it can be real easy to get frustrated with it.
I was really nervous. She actually had me go the first time. I didn't know what to expect. I made quite a lot of mistakes in the beginning, grabbing the wrong boxes. They looked the same to me. But once I get to know the book, go through them, I actually figure it out. I'll pick up the groceries and I'll just separate each one with every check and put them that way they can just go through it easily.
Go through it, yeah.
Be much easier, and that way you don't have to. They have to search through, and it takes a while. Especially if you have extra other groceries. I know when I separate mine, I always put the extra stuff on the back. So once the WIC is done, then they can just go ahead and go through the process of the other extra food.
You have to have the WIC folder, and it'll have your signature on the folder. So that's how they verify it.
A WIC fruits and vegetables purchase is a lot like a regular WIC purchase, except for 2 things. The check gives a maximum dollar amount that you can spend on fruits and vegetables, and there are no specific items listed on the check, so you can use it to purchase almost any produce. Remember to refer to your approved food guide to learn more. The cashier will weigh and scan approved fruits and vegetables. If the total is more than the amount assigned, you can complete the purchase and return the rest of the produce to the store, or you can add the rest of the fruits and vegetables to your non-WIC purchases. Some stores allow you to pay the difference. Check with the manager for the store policy. Then fill in the total amount of purchase and sign and date the check. Know that you do not have to buy every item listed on the regular check or use the total dollar amount given on the fruits and vegetables check, but you cannot receive a rain check or cash back on any WIC transaction. You will get only the approved WIC foods prescribed for you and your family. The correct amounts and sizes of items are listed on your check. Your food guide explains the choices you have. Take it when you shop and look for WIC shelf tags to locate allowable foods. Now for a look at all the nutritious foods listed in the approved food guide. WIC foods may include fruits and vegetables, milk, cheese, cereal, whole grains, 100% juice, soy beverage, beans, eggs, peanut butter, canned fish, baby foods, cereals, and formulas. All approved foods meet strict dietary requirements and offer a variety of nutrients. Take milk, for example. Your check lists the number and size of containers you can get. The guide gives the types of milk and brands you have to choose from. It includes a chart that helps you convert dry or powdered milk amounts to fluid amounts. For items like cereals and whole grain products, your check lists the total number of ounces you can select. The guide tells you what cereals and specific brands are available and shows you how to choose a combination of sizes that add up to the ounces allowed. Other items like tortillas, bread, cereal, and juice are allowed only in a specific brand. The guide gives approved choices on certain foods. It says, for example, that it is okay to buy smooth or crunchy peanut butter. Not allowed sections list the type of foods WIC does not allow. Baby food with added sugars, for instance. Fruits and vegetables are handled a little differently. What's a good idea of what's allowed? Almost everything in plain, fresh, and frozen fruits and vegetables except white potatoes, herbs, spices, party trays or salad bar items, dried or pickled items. You get the idea. By the bag or by the pound, fresh, frozen, organic, whole, cut, or sliced. You can buy almost any combination of approved fruits and vegetables. Now, to figure the price of each fruit or vegetable, check to see if it is sold by the pound or priced per item. Most are sold by the pound. This is when a calculator will come in handy. Say that I have 2 pounds of apples priced at $1 per pound. Multiply 2 pounds by $1 for a total of $2. I've used $2 of my fruits and vegetables check. An acorn squash costs $1.50 per pound and weighs 2.5 pounds. So I multiply 2.5 by $1.50 to get $3.75. Add $3.75 to my $2. Now I've used $5.75 of my fruits and vegetables check. Don't worry about the math. There's a pricing table in your guide if you need a little help with the numbers. You can also buy frozen fruits and vegetables that are priced for you.
Our kids love to eat fruits and vegetables. Since they were infants, I've introduced them, their first foods were usually vegetables.
Watermelon, orange, sometimes grape.
It covers all 5 of the major food groups and provides healthy nutrition to mothers and young children.
Nowadays, with more younger kids being obese, it gives the parents something to think about, you know, exercise, getting the right amounts of food.
The WIC program encourages new mothers to breastfeed. Breast milk is considered the best possible nutrition for your baby, and it's free. Best of all, fully breastfeeding women receive the largest amount and variety of foods. Mothers who do not breastfeed receive a formula prescription printed on your WIC check. Make sure the formula listed on the check is the same as the can you are purchasing. Match the brand and UPC listed on the check to the can of formula. Remember, no exchanges or substitutions are allowed. Made a mistake? Who hasn't? Even experienced customers make mistakes every now and then. Say you grab a non-approved item or the wrong brand or size. Just ask to exchange it for the correct selection given in the food guide. What happens if you forget your WIC ID pouch? Your cashier cannot accept your check or complete the transaction without it. If you present an outdated WIC check, your cashier will tell you that they can only accept WIC checks with the correct dates. If you have questions, ask. And be sure to contact the store manager if they don't carry an approved item that you need. Many times they are willing to stock this item for you.
The first time it was hectic, let's just put it that way. I made quite a lot of mistakes in the beginning, grabbing the wrong boxes. They looked the same to me. But once I get to know the book, go through them, I actually figure it out.
I've been in that situation, so I get frustrated, but I always got to think about my kids. So my kids need nutrition and stuff like that, and that's what really matters. So.
And just so you know, an item purchased with a WIC check cannot be returned for cash or exchanged unless defective. Meaning, you cannot exchange WIC checks for unapproved foods, cash, credit, or rain checks. Your attitude will make all of the difference between a good experience and a bad situation. Always treat the retail employees with respect and kindness. And remember, the relationship you build with your WIC grocer will help keep this program going strong in your community.
Thank you for shopping with us.
Yeah.